What it do? This your boy K Smooth coming to you with another video. Boxing Talk 100. Today is, September 6, 2023. Hey, today is Wednesday, man. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to just make this quick video for my boxing fans right quick. All right, man, let's get right to it. Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. So, man, what y'all think about this fight, man? You know, with the honest opinion, from the boxing fans, what do y'all think about this fight, man? And let's break it down, man. Let's break it down. We got to break it down. Tyson Fury, 33 wins, 0 losses, only 1 draw against Deontay Wilder. And we got Francis Ngannou. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what do y'all want to talk about? The boxing record? Because he don't got no wins at all. This is going to be his first match in history, being able to transition from UFC to boxing. But we can talk about the UFC record, 17-3 with 0 losses. So Francis, what can I say about Francis? I mean, one thing I can say about him, yes, he got Mike Tyson helping him. Is it good enough? I don't think so. Because you got to understand, when you talk about Tyson Fury been in the boxing game for damn near 14 years. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about Tyson Fury, man, he don't went through everything. Went through everybody. Whoever you can name in boxing, he don't defeat it. Deontay Wilder, from whoever you want to call, upon with the names, the top names in the heavyweight division. I think the only one that he hasn't really fought is Anthony Joshua. But Tyson Fury versus Francis, what can we expect, man? I just think, honestly, in my honest opinion, nobody is going to beat, Tyson Fury. He's the lineal champion. I don't even think Francis Ngannou can beat Wilder. But one thing we can't say about Francis, they say he's the most fierce, deadliest, hardest hitter. Maybe this is the reason why Tyson Fury has given him a title defense shot, And either way it could go, He could pull the upset to, one punch KO. That's all he need. You know how the heavyweight division is. One punch KO to be able to, get Tyson Fury out of there. But I just think with Tyson Fury, man, he's all the way around, man. He's just a great boxer. For him to be a good guy, he can move his head really good. He has a beautiful jab. You know how to mix it in there with he gonna fuck you up. Tyson Fury gonna beat you up. That's the reason why they call him the lineal champion, from his dad being a champion, from the uncles to the brothers to his brother. And we just seen his brother fight, I think his name is Nick Fury. We just seen him fight Jake Paul, and he defeated Jake Paul. So these Fury brothers ain't losing, you know what I'm saying? And they've been so confident, like I said, being passed down, that name Fury holds, it's big, man, and they're not losing. Like I said, they don't lose, But I just think that, with Mike Tyson being able to train, Francis, Tyson can show him, uppercut schemes and, using your jab. And of course, Francis is going to come in as a big boy. This is going to be a good matchup. They both going to come in damn near 6'6", 6'5" to 6'6" to 6'7", big heavyweights. But I just think that, like I said, Tyson Fury, he just got more experience, man. Like I said, 13 years of it. And, it's different from UFC, because UFC, they fighting in 4-ounce gloves to 6 ounces, I think. Which you got, in the heavyweight division, you got, what is it, 12 to 16 ounce gloves, something like that. So it's a big difference, you know what I'm saying? This ain't just, UFC to where, you go on there and punish a motherfucker, kick, punch, knee in the face and elbows and all that shit, and you get a motherfucker out of there within seconds. This boxing match is going to be 12 rounds of of seeing who comes in prepared, man. You know, it's like a cat and mouse type of game. You know, hit and don't get hit with the boxing gloves. It's really simple. You know, going off a point system as well as UFC. You know what I'm saying, but quick knockouts. You know, in UFCs, but heavyweight boxing as well. You know what I'm saying. It could, you know, they could be out of there. Somebody can go fast. That's the reason why they tell you in the heavyweight division, don't blink. But Tyson Fury, man, I just think that he's really good. Y'all see when he beat Deontay Wilder. You know, but you know, we can go back to the first fight. I felt like Deontay Wilder won that one. You know, and then they fucked Deontay. You know, Tyson Fury should have at least one loss instead of that draw. That's just my humble opinion. You know, and then, you know, there was a Fury versus Wilder 2. Fury beat him. And then there was a Fury versus Wilder 3. Fury beat him 2 out of 3 times, you know, but he still beat Wilder, got the best of Deontay Wilder. But, you know, Tyson Fury, his last win was off of Derek Chisora, something like that. Chisora. You know, Derek Chisora. That's who Tyson Fury, his last fight was and who he beat and knocked out. And yeah, so, you know, it's a new challenge for Francis, man, to try to go in there and beat, you know, a great Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying, which I just don't see happening. I just don't see it happening at all, you know. And, yeah, man, you know, hopefully Francis, you know, you never know, man. Any given upsets can happen, man. You know, him going in there and looking for the, you know, the one punch. And I'm pretty sure, you know, Tyson and all of them got him working on, you know, you got to understand, UFC, we ain't talking about 5 rounds. So Francis ain't never went over 5 rounds. He got to go on to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 7 rounds from the 5 rounds, you know, in UFC. So 7 more rounds to add on to that. It's boxing, you know, 12 rounds. But we going to see how, you know, Francis holds up. And I think Tyson going to get him out of there. Which I would love to see an upset, but I just don't, in my opinion, like I said, I just don't see it. You know, Fury ain't nothing to play around with. And I never seen a guy that's just so confident that'll tell you that I'll whoop your ass, and he actually whoop your ass. You know, yeah, that's a great fighter, man. I definitely pick Tyson Fury. If there was a bar fight, I'll pick him to be able to, you know, come with me for the bar fight. 100%. Cause he gonna throw them hands and he gonna go in there and whoop your ass, and afterwards we gonna drink. You know, that's how I look at Tyson Fury. He one of them motherfuckers that'll get into a fight and then afterwards be cool and take a lot of drinks and talk about the fight afterwards. Tyson Fury. But yeah, man, that's just what I see, man, in that heavyweight division, you know what I'm saying, in that matchup. I've been wanting to talk about this because, you know, we got it, and, you know, we got to be able to see how this going to play out. And, you know, I just think that this fight, you know, prediction time, it could go past, it's definitely going to go past 5 rounds. We're going to see how Francis hold up with his, you know, breathing, you know what I'm saying, with you know, we gonna see how far he can go in, you know what I'm saying, without, you know, getting knocked out or just being able to go in there and mixing it up with, you know, Fury, showing, you know, what type of fatigue does Francis have. You know, is he gonna run out of breath really fast? Because we already know Tyson used to this shit. We don't see him in slug fight. We don't see him get knocked out by one of the most hardest hitting fighters in Deontay Wilder. We don't see him get, you know, knocked down, which I feel like, you know, even when he got in the first fight, when he got knocked down, them people was on some bullshit. That was a slow count. They let him get back on his feet. He stayed on the mat for damn near 10 seconds. 1, that's how I seen it count. 2, 3. And then before you know it, Tyson was up. You know, so I just felt like in that first fight, it was a total, you know, a cheated match for Deontay Wilder. But like I said, we can't go, that far. You know, we can only talk about what's presented now. And like I said, Francis, he does have a chance. I ain't gonna say he doesn't have a chance, but he does have a chance because he's given an opportunity to be able to fight, Tyson Fury. And yeah, if you can't beat Tyson Fury, man, take your ass back to the UFC. Francis, it's always a good challenge for a heavyweight to be able to be able to challenge Fury, because right now Fury don't went through everybody, such as Wilder and like I said, these guys like King Kong and Anthony Joshua. I don't think they can beat Fury either. It's just gonna be the same type of situation that I see him winning, being the lineal champion and still being undefeated. You gonna really have to put Tyson to sleep, man. You ain't gonna go in there and just pity pat and beat him up, and he gets caught here and there. You gotta go in there and knock out Fury, just like how Wilder did him in that first fight. If you can't do that, you ain't gonna beat him, Tyson Fury. And I'm talking to Francis with this one, with this fight matchup. That's just what I see, man. Tyson Fury winning, and I say 7 or 8 rounds. You know what I'm saying, with the knockout. I say between 7 and 8 rounds, 7, 8, or 9. It won't even go past 10 rounds, 10, 11, or 12. It won't even make it that far. I say between. If I had to really pick a round, I'll say 8th round. Knockout. KO. Not no TKO to where he beat his ass and the ref stop it. I think he's just going to knock him out, Francis. But I could be wrong. I could be really wrong. Like I said, the opportunity is being presented for Francis to go in there and try to beat, Tyson Fury. Upsetting Tyson Fury, giving Tyson Fury his first loss. May the best man win. But yeah, man, I want to talk about another UFC fighter, Sean O'Malley or whatever his name is, whatever his name is, calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. Boxing fans, Boxing Talk 100, what do y'all think about that fight happening? Tank versus Sean O'Malley. Me personally, man, I'll say it again. Molly gonna have to, at least, show his transition from the UFC, just becoming a champion, beating, old boy. But calling out Tank, man, that's a different type of story right there, man. We ain't talking about, no 4-ounce. It's different. When you talking about UFC, y'all going really light with the hands. Boxing is a little bit more heavier. You're going to have to work for the punches. You're going to have to work for the points. Even though they both go by point systems, at the end of the day. But I just feel like, Sean O'Malley, you digging you a grave, man, fucking with Tank. That's all I'm saying. Fucking with Tank, man, you digging yourself a fucking grave. Because Tank ain't nothing to mess with, especially when we talk about boxing. Tank ain't no joke. And I don't think that you want to be able to challenge, Tank. Yeah, you got your confidence up by beating old boy Sterling. You beat Sterling. You with that first round, or was it second round knock? It was something like that. It was a first round knockout in 2 minutes, something like that. You beat Sterling. But Tank is a whole nother dog in these boxing gloves. You're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to get comfortable, used to, the boxing gloves. And don't get me wrong, some UFC fighters, they train in boxing gloves, They train in boxing gloves, but when it's go time, it's fight time in the UFC gloves. Boxing gloves for UFC fighters is just basic training, just for training and not to fight. But it's different when you want to transition, Sean. If you want to fight, Gervonta Tank Davis and switch to the boxing gloves, it's way different. It's levels to this shit. And like I said, you calling out Tank, I don't think you want to do that, my friend. Homeboy, I don't think you want to do that. Tank ain't nothing to play around with. Tank is not no joke, and Tank can put you to sleep. Sooner or later, you're gonna find out. Would that interest me? Yeah, it'd be just like Tyson and Francis. Only at 135, we would see Tank versus Sean. Sean, I think he's skinny as hell. I'm pretty sure he ain't no taller than 6 feet. Tank around 5'8", 5'9". They both down there about right there. They little guys, man. So it wouldn't make no difference. Both of them pack a mean punch. Sean O'Malley, he packs a mean punch in the UFC. Y'all see what he did to Sterling, and Sterling was the champion. Now we have a new champion, which is Sean O'Malley is granted, to be a new champion by defeating Sterling. But like I said, once again, when you playing around with Gervonta Tank Davis, you know what I'm saying, you're going to dig yourself a hole, boy, fucking around with Tank. At least go and fight somebody, go and get your experience up in boxing first before you even get into, fighting a guy like, Gervonta Tank Davis. I even wish that could have happened with Francis Ngannou, but, money talks, man. When you're negotiation and how it goes, man, it can't be stopped. And it is what it is. So could we see something like that with Tank and Sean O'Malley? We could. And I've said it in my last video, Tank he's available. Tank could fight anybody right now if the money is right, but Tank, he said it, preferably he wanted Shakir or Devin Haney.